Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice
Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gene Edwards. You are watching Lubed. This is the off-season edition for September the 17th, 2022. Lots of news to talk about this week, so I'm gonna kind of speed through a lot of stuff. But there was a significant amount of news, including a couple PTOs that the Oilers have signed or that are looking into. Plus, we have confirmation date of when the reverse retros will be released. We take a look at Jack Campbell's brand new spanking helmet and mask. And we have some big news from Evander Kane. But I'm going to start off with what I am looking for tomorrow when I attend the Edmonton Oilers, Calgary Flames, Young Guns All-Star Tournament in Penticton tomorrow. There's three players that I really have my eye on that I am going to pay a lot of attention to. The first one is this year's draft pick, REID SCHAEFER. He is from Edmonton, Alberta. He currently plays for the Seattle Thunderbirds, which is a very good WHL team. Potentially next year's WHL championship winners that could end up competing for the Memorial Cup. Last year, he had 66 games played, 32 points, 26 assists, 458 points, and he was a plus 29. Now, it's not so much his numbers that that appeals to me, but from my understanding, he is basically Brad Marchand 2.0. Okay, so if he brings that tenacity, that toughness, and that in-your-face kind of mentality, with exception to some of because we know Marchand pushed it a little bit over the edge at times. But if he does it in a dirty but clean way, if you will, I would be very welcome to that. I hate playing the Tchuks. I hate playing the Marchands, but I'll tell you right now, as a fan, I would definitely welcome them to my team. So I'm kind of interested tomorrow, especially with it being an Edmonton and Calgary game, if he's going to show his presence that way. The other one that I'm going to keep an eye on, and he's no stranger to the Edmonton Oilers, as he already has played a couple of games and pretty significant games. He was in the Colorado Avalanche series last year. That's Dylan Holloway. He didn't get very many minutes, but he did get a taste of the third round and what the atmosphere is like, and the atmosphere in Edmonton to boot. So now he knows what to expect from the craziest crowd in the NHL, and what the expectations are to make it. So I'll be watching him. He's already, like I said, got a few games under his belt. Most of the season, he was in the Bakersfield Condor, where he had 33 games, 8 goals, 14 assists for 22 points. Sorry, 72 points. That would be quite a stretch. And he was a -4. So obviously, there's still a bit of a learning curve to the professional side of hockey for him. The one kid I really am interested in is this XAVIER Bourgault from Lisilet, Quebec, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Last year, he played with the Shawinigan Cataracts, and he had some outstanding numbers. 43 games, 36 goals, 39 assists for 75 points, nearly 2 points a game, and a plus 29. So I really have a good feeling about this kid. Those numbers are ridiculous. Now, if he can bring, obviously, I don't think for him to bring those numbers, basically, you're asking for like him to be another McDavid. I don't think that's going to translate to the NHL level. But if he can be like a 0.75 player per game to a, 0.5 to 0.75, then we got ourselves a good player on our hands. So those are going to be the guys tomorrow night that I am going to be watching. Like I said, the Edmonton Oilers play the Winnipeg Jets tonight, so it all begins tonight. It's such a good feeling. It's like, yes, hockey is here. And I'm pumped. So there was news today. Basically, the Edmonton Oilers, Evander Kane, and the San Jose Sharks have come to terms on a arbitration agreement for the money that was lost or that was owed to Evander Kane for the wrongful termination of his contract last year. And what it basically works out to is San Jose is basically paying the difference that basically Edmonton has signed him to and what they were going to award him for his contract. So it works out to basically $2.5 million that the San Jose Sharks are going to pay. The one good thing is it doesn't count against their cap hit going forward because this is going to go to their cap hit from last year. So it doesn't affect San Jose's cap hit. And everyone just walked away, and I think everyone's all smiles about it and just happy that it is over. I was starting to wonder. I was actually going to do an episode here and put some cricket sounds on there because I was wondering what was going on with that. I haven't heard nothing. But today we got the news that an agreement has been reached between the two parties, and everyone seems to be happy. Regarding some more information about the Hall of Fame that the Edmonton Oilers will be doing starting next year, where they're going to be adding to the banners every couple of years. I got some more information, and this was from the Score's Kayla Douglas, as she reported that 2 more inductees will be added on November 3rd when the Edmonton Oilers play the New Jersey Devils. This committee that decides on who is going to be awarded a Hall of Fame mention, honor, whatever you want to call it, is a group of 11 voting committee members that include Wayne Gretzky, Jim Matheson from the Edmonton Journal, 2-time Olympic medalist Shannon Sabos, this committee that makes up this agreement. So we are going to see 2 new additions to the Edmonton Oilers Hall of Fame. And I believe it's actually banners that they do hang up. So they'll be hanging up right next to maybe the existing banners, like Rod Phillips, the retired jerseys, whatever. But basically, that's going to be continuing on a yearly basis. And they will vote every year on who they want to add to it. I think it's a real nice touch. As long as they're not retiring everybody's jersey for it. Because that would be a bit much. So, yeah, so that's good. So on the 3rd of November, when the Edmonton Oilers play the New Jersey Devils, it will be a night of celebration. Okay. Reverse retro jerseys. The announcement has finally come down of when you can actually purchase them and when you'll get your first look at them. On October 19th, you will be able to get your first look at the jerseys. On October 20th, you will be able to purchase your reverse retro jersey. I'll be right on that. I definitely want to have... I never had the original oil drop jersey from way back when. I just wasn't really into jerseys as much. Well, I wasn't into spending the amount of money that jerseys were back then. I couldn't justify spending $200 on a jersey. But now that I do this channel. It's kind of more of a prop, if anything, for me to have them. So I do try to buy them now. And I think they look really good and sharp anyway. So yes, the reverse retro jerseys will be available for purchase on the 20th of October, 2022. Also, all the Sportsnet crews, Louis DeBrusk, Jack Michael, and Gene Principe will return this fall to have your broadcast, and all 82 games will be on Sportsnet this year. So another good note for that. Like I said, I got a lot of news and notes. And finally, I think this is all. Yes, finally, look at Jack Campbell's new helmet. I think it looks actually not too bad. Can't say it was an absolute stunner. I've seen some really incredible helmets, but it's not a bad helmet at all. And we're going to see what number 36 does for us this year behind the pipes. So looking forward to it. He's just been getting better and better and better, and hopefully we got him at his peak, and we'll see what happens. I think this video is long enough right now, so I am going to cut it out right now. I'm going to enjoy the game tomorrow, the Battle of Alberta in Penticton for the Young Guns tournament. Can't wait to get my... Oh, it's going to be just nice to watch hockey again. Can't wait. Anyway, guys, as always, stay healthy, stay happy, stay hydrated. We will talk next week, and I will bring you some footage from the Young Guns tournament in Penticton. Talk soon. My tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite, they feeling.